Seeds are one of nature's most remarkable innovations. They represent a major evolutionary advancement that allowed plants to survive and spread across diverse environments. In this video, we'll explore the structure and function of seeds, understanding how they protect and nurture the next generation of plants. A seed is a specialized structure that contains three essential components working together. First, it holds a plant embryo, which is the young plant ready to grow. Second, it contains stored food that will nourish the embryo during its early development. Third, it has a protective coat that shields everything inside from damage and harsh conditions. Think of a seed as a complete survival package for a baby plant. Let's break down the three main components of a seed. The embryo is the young plant itself, containing all the genetic information needed to grow into a full plant. The food storage provides nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats that fuel the embryo's initial growth until it can make its own food through photosynthesis. The seed coat is the tough outer layer that acts like armor, protecting the precious embryo and food supply inside from physical damage, dehydration, and disease. The embryo itself has three key parts. Cotyledons are the first leaves of the plant, and they either store food or absorb it from surrounding tissue. The radicle is the embryonic root that will push downward into the soil, anchoring the plant and absorbing water and minerals. The plumule is the embryonic shoot that grows upward towards sunlight, eventually developing into the stem and true leaves. Together, these parts give the embryo everything it needs to establish itself as a seedling. Seeds are classified into two major types based on the number of cotyledons they have. Monocots have just one cotyledon. Examples include corn, wheat, rice, and most grasses. These plants typically have parallel leaf veins and fibrous root systems. Dicots have two cotyledons. Examples include beans, peas, sunflowers, and oak trees. These plants usually have branching leaf veins and a taproot system. This distinction affects not just the seed structure, but the entire architecture of the mature plant. Seeds store food in two main ways. In the endosperm method, food is stored in a starchy tissue that surrounds the embryo. This tissue remains separate from the cotyledons and is gradually absorbed as the seed germinates. Corn and wheat use this method. In the cotyledon method, food is stored directly within the cotyledons themselves, making them thick and fleshy. Beans and peas are examples of this storage type. Both methods achieve the same goal of providing energy for germination, just through different structures. The seed coat performs several critical protective functions. It protects the embryo from physical damage caused by impacts, crushing, or abrasion. It prevents water loss, keeping the embryo from drying out during dormancy, which could last months or even years. It defends against pathogens like bacteria and fungi, as well as insects that might try to feed on the nutritious contents. Finally, it maintains dormancy, keeping the embryo in a state of suspended animation until environmental conditions like temperature, moisture, and light signal that it's safe to germinate. Let's review the key points about seeds. Seeds are complete packages containing an embryo, stored food, and a protective coat. The embryo consists of cotyledons, which are the first leaves, the radicle, which becomes the root, and the plumule, which becomes the shoot. Seeds are classified as monocots with one cotyledon or dicots with two cotyledons, and this classification reflects fundamental differences in plant structure. The seed coat is essential for survival, protecting the embryo from damage, dehydration, disease, and ensuring it remains dormant until conditions are favorable for germination. Seeds represent an elegant solution to the challenge of plant reproduction and dispersal.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.